Yo, what's up, Team ImSikovit? Patrick, and welcome to episode 8 of my Road to Completionist series. Before I begin, I want to give a quick shout out to Daniel or Danscape12, who is my first Patreon subscriber. I only started a Patreon not too long ago, so I only have one at the moment, and I'm giving him a shout out. Everyone go check it out, the link is in the description. Anyways, I haven't made a new episode of this in like 5 months. And it wasn't because I haven't made any progress. I have been making progress throughout that 5 months. It's just slow progress, but still progress. So you guys know that they came out with Metaphos a couple months ago, which came with a few new Completionist Cape requirements. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but there were a few I wanted to talk about in this episode. They don't come into effect until September 6th, I believe, but that just gives people time to work on them, which I have been doing. Not that really matters to me since I technically don't have a comp cape right now. So first off, you obviously have to complete the 4 new quests that came with it, since completing all the quests has always been a Completionist Cape requirement, which I did do those 4. You probably saw that I made guides on them. Contrary to popular belief, I actually don't have all the quests completed. It's not that I can't do them or anything, it's just the only reason I quest these days is for videos, so I'm saving it for when I'm actually ready to make the videos. It will be done eventually, and it shouldn't really be too hard at all. Another Metaphors requirement is getting tier 10 overall reputation. That sounded like the most awful thing to me when it first came out with this, because it used to be so slow to gain reputation. It was especially awful for me because reputation was also required for the new quests. And being quest guide maker, I was trying to be the first one to make guides on those new quests, so I grinded that out. And I actually was the first one to make guides for the later 2 quests, Our Man in the North and Fight Club. A few days after release of City, they came out with Soul Obelisk, which if you still don't know what those are at this point, it's activity you can do for about 30 minutes a day for 20k reputation a day, and it doesn't require much clicking or anything. I know I only needed tier 10 overall, which would have only taken me a few days considering I already had a bunch of reputation because I grinded it out to do the new quests, but it was just so easy and I got kind of bored, so I did every day for a month and actually got tier 10 in every district just to be able to access everything and any future updates that may come out. I've been doing it on my secondary questing account as well. I'm actually a few days away from getting tier 10 in every district on that too. And the last requirement I want to talk about the camp with Metaphos is 120 Slayer. Okay, so here's the thing. I told you guys at the beginning of the video that I've been making progress. Now, even though I have been making progress, the reason why I didn't want to make a new episode is because the only thing I've been doing is Slayer Invention. I trained both of those at the same time if you didn't know that. And I didn't want to make these episodes look repetitive because I'm pretty sure I've talked about only those 2 skills in the last few episodes. So I looked at my Slayer XP, right? I think I'm sitting at like 60 something mil XP right now, so that's about 40 mil XP off 120. And I thought, that's such a long way to go, but I also didn't want to take this huge amount of time to make the next episode or the new videos either, just because all I do is Slayer, because that would once again be repetitive. So I decided I'm actually going to start a new series, which in a way is kind of like a spin-off of the series. Thing is, I always wanted 200 mil Slayer, so it's going to be a Road to 200 mil Slayer series rather than just level 120, because I could make so much more content with that, and I would be able to do it regularly off of that, because let's be real, Slayer is way more interesting than Invention. This series is probably going to be put on hold, because honestly, I'd rather do the Slayer series than finish up the rest of these requirements. I'll get into more details about what that series will entail within the actual episodes of that series. I just want to talk about one more thing in this video. So as you guys probably saw in the title, I got a 120. It was Invention, obviously, finally, right? Thing is, I haven't actually had much time to train this between real life work, other regular real life stuff, and since I've gotten back into making quest guides, the only thing I've been doing to train this skill is using my Slayer task or Slayer mass for Abyssal Demons and Dark Beasts to claim a daily task, because I can easily AFK those 2 tasks. I am going to step it up for the Slayer series though, because I can't constantly make episodes on me doing only those 2 tasks. That would once again be repetitive. But yeah, that's how I've been slowly leveling up my equipment this whole time to train Invention. And when I was just about ready to get 120 Invention, I was actually only 44k XP away. and I have bonus XP, so in reality you could divide that in half, which is super easy to get even without like siphoning or breaking down equipment. But I try to hold off on it as long as possible because since I was busy, I wasn't trying to make the video yet. I normally use melee on Abyssal Demons, but then my Noxious Staff reached level 12. That was a few days ago, and I was like, okay, this is a waste to just keep going. Since I siphon, it's pointless to keep going after reaching level 12. So I switched to magic. Got the staff to level 12, and I used range on Dark Beast, and on the same day I got the level 12 staff. I also got level 12 on my Pernix body and legs. So now I'm sitting here like, okay, I guess I have to make this video now. So here I am. Even though I only need a few levels on just one of those items to get 120 invention, I kept going because I also decided I'm going to work on 200 mil invention as well while I work on 200 mil Slayer, just because why not? It's easy. Anyways, I'm probably not going to make one of these episodes for a while, just going to work on Road to 200 mil Slayer. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, remember to like, favorite, and subscribe if you haven't already. Catch you later. Peace.